one of the things that I have watched quite frequently is the way that people respond to being mobbed on Twitter.
Yeah.
Now I've almost stopped looking at Twitter. It's been about 3 months that I've taken a Twitter hiatus, let's say. I still post, I don't even have my password anymore. I send what I want to post to a third party and they post it because it keeps me out of the...
An antiseptic distance.
That's right, exactly. And that's exactly the right way of thinking about it. People, civilized people, and I mean that in civilized, socialized people, cannot tolerate being mobbed. Because,
no, they can't.
And there's a reason for that. You see, you said, with regards to the British Columbia Human Rights Tribunal, if there's 16 people on one side and one on the other, you might be thinking that the 16 people are right.
More or less.
Right. But then you think of the situation where you've said something on Twitter and, 1,000 people mob you publicly. I mean, your first response is going to be to examine your own conscience and see how you transgressed. It's not really much different psychologically. I mean, it's lesser, I suppose, but it's not that much different than waking up one morning and coming to your door and finding a mob of your neighbors angrily aggregated on your lawn. It's a terrible shock for people, and it really hurts them. They're often, by all accounts, damaged for lengthy periods of time by this, and their first impulse is to apologize.